This is Jonathan Aguilar here for Pro Boxing Fans. We're here in London to announce Joe Joyce's fight with Carlos Takam. With me is Sam Jones. Sam, that was a good press conference, even though Carlos wasn't here. Enjoyed it?
Yes. Yeah, it was good. We had a good day today. We was on the open top bus. I did a little press conference with Frank and Dev and Joe. It was good.
We're really seeing Joe's personality come out in these press conferences. Have you noticed that over the years?
I know Joe, so I've spent a lot of time lived with him, so I know that he's got a big personality. It just when he decides to bring it out. But I think, listen, he's getting the attention he deserves. This is what he deserves, and you'll see his personality come out more and more.
Tell us why you've gone with Carlos Takam, experienced guy, well known here.
I'll be honest with you, mate. It was just the hardest option, and Joe wanted the hardest option, and that was Takam, and it's a fan-friendly fight, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Was it important as well when the whole Usyk fight fell through to get someone that is well known here?
100%. There's no point Joe getting in there and having a knockover job and winning a couple of rounds. You want to get in there with a real live opponent, and that's what Takam is.
As a manager guiding Joe's career, do you want to see him get that world title shot imminently, or is it a case of if you fight guys like Takam, he's been there and done it, you get the more experience?
Yeah, of course. Listen, it's about Joe's profile increasing as well, and as I say, there's no point putting Joe in there with a guy that's not coming to win. We want a guy that's going to have ambition, and that's Takam, and Joe's going to have to protect his position in the WBO.
How do you see the fight playing out?
Joe, I believe it could be a real exciting fight for the first few rounds, but I think when Joe starts establishing his big ramrod jab, I think Takam will get Takam out of there middle late rounds.
Do you see in that case and Joe fighting for a world title shot maybe next year?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's what I believe will happen. I believe Joe will get a world title shot middle part of next year.
Just want to touch on some of your stable briefly. We saw on Monday IFL got the clip of Florian and Conor then going back and forth, but Florian is in a good fight in fight camp. But yeah, what did you make of what happened on Monday?
Yeah, listen, if you have two big characters like Conor and Florian, you started off really amicable, but then once you keep them talking a bit longer, it's going to kick off, and that's exactly what happened. And listen, whatever Conor may think, they're on a collision course. The fight's going to be, it would be a massive fight. If those two fought at the O2 Arena, it would sell it out instantly.
Johnny Fisher also on the bill.
Josh Sandiland, great fight for him. Yeah, it's a massive step up for Johnny. People look at Sandiland's record and think, no, it's not a step up. It is a massive step up for someone with as limited amateur experience as Johnny has, which is a credit to him, and Mark Tibbs insisted on the fight, so let's go.
Sol Akers, another knockout win. So I think I saw an interview where you said he's one of the biggest prospects in terms of the heavyweights. Just explain.
Sol Akers, the better the opponents that are put in front of him, the better he will be. I believe he's the best up and coming, as I say, without the world level guys, at the domestic guys. I believe he's the best, and any chance to prove it, he will do that. I mean, Kamil Sokolovsky, I believe, is going to be next on September the 4th in Leeds. That's another great fight. It's only his third fight.
Is there any possibility? I saw him talk about possibly Alan Babbage later in the year.
100%. Listen, I was talking to Alan the other day. I was quite having a laugh with him, but I was also quite scared of him, to be honest. But it was that's a fight that can happen before Christmas time. Yeah.
Lerrone Richards.
Huge win.
I mean, that was as flawless as you can get, wasn't it?
He was absolutely outstanding. I literally sat there. I'm usually quite tense when I watch my guys fight at ringside. I'm sit there. I was literally just smiling all the way through it, because it was just absolutely what a performance that was from Lerrone. And listen, let's build from it now, and let's get a good name for him, and keep pushing on. And he'll be fighting for a world title next year as well. Speaking
to Dave, Dave Colwell on Monday, he said that when asked him could it be sort of a fringe world level, he said that's sort of the plan. You know, a couple names in the hat. What sort of people could we be looking at?
Gabriel Rosado. There's a Rocky Fielding fight there potentially. It's a great fights, aren't they? Them.
Am I missing anyone in the S-Jam stable?
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few we can speak about them. We've got up and coming fights. Guido Vianello's fighting this Saturday. Yeah. He's fighting this Saturday in Las Vegas. He had a bad cut in his last fight. There was reasons why he kind of underperformed, but we don't want to go into that and make excuses. He's just got to get in there and get back to his best.
Finally, Sam, How much of the stare down in LA did you watch? Did you watch all 5 minutes?
I actually watched the replay, and I just saw Shane Fury at the back, who was wanting to have it with one of Wilder's bodyguards. And listen, this time there's not much pantomime this time, because I think because of what Wilder said about Fury and the way he kind of conducted himself after the fight, there's genuine animosity there now. And as much as the first fight was conclusive, of course everyone's going to tune in to watch it because it's a huge puncher against the best heavyweight in the world.
What did you take from Wilder's demeanour, not answering any questions?
I don't know, if I'm honest, mate. I know Malik Scott very well. He's a really good friend of mine, and I know he would have refined him the best he can, but whether an old dog can can learn new tricks at this stage in his career, I think he's 35, 36, who knows. But I think we'll see a better Wilder this time, but Tyson's just got his number, in my opinion.
Sam Jones, appreciate your time for Pro Boxing fans. Hopefully catch up again.
Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers.